What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button because we are about 500 subscribers away from giving a car away. It won't be a car like today's video, but it will be a car that has a retail value of about £1,000. So no matter what, you'll be getting a car that is worth about £1,000, or I could sell the car and transfer you £1,000. So just for hitting that button, £1,000, hit it twice. Guys, so this is not like our normal videos where we're buying something to flip. This is a car for myself. I've wanted one of these cars for about a year now. Because it's for myself, I am going to be doing things slightly different. I'm going to be modifying it slightly like the BMW. So yeah, this is a car for me. I picked the car up on Monday. I've done over 500 miles in the car already. I went to Cornwall and back yesterday. It was a 9-hour round trip. The car was turned off for about half an hour 3 times. So literally, I know there's no issues with the car. We did some Mexico speeds, and I am really happy with this car. Now, this car will go for sale, and it will go for sale fairly quickly because being in the car trade, somebody's going to be offering me another car tomorrow that I'm going to want. So this will have to be sold. But for now, this is my new daily. Let's jump into it, do some cinematics, and then I'll show you some of the good bits about this car. Basically, I am massively overpaid for this car compared to what the trade value would have been. I did not buy this at a trade price because I really wanted it, and the reason I wanted it, I'll show you now. The reason I bought this car is because of the amount of work that was done. So I've got receipts for wishbones, ball joints, front brake rebuild kit, rear brake rebuild kit, gaskets, thermostats, tires. The list literally goes on and on and on with parts that have been replaced on this car that literally go on and on and on and on and on. It's got a year's MOT. It is all up to date with its service history. It is just a crazy amount of receipts that come with this car. Now, the previous owner was an engineer, and that is another reason why I bought this car, guys, because I have got receipts for parts fitted for this car for literally the supercharger being rebuilt. Here we go. These are all things that he's bought online for this car. So that is the supercharger oil service kit. That has been done. We've got another receipt there for the head gasket bolts for the Mini. We've got a timing chain tensioner. We have got front caliper repair seals, rear caliper repair seals, stainless steel exhaust catback system, £275. What have we got there? That is another tensioner. Rear brake pads, is oil filter. That is a supercharger, some gasket, and it goes on. Head bolts, a supercharger that's still under warranty, and that is the current MOT till next year. So everything on this engine, on this brakes, on the suspension has been replaced. I've done 400 miles in it yesterday, and this car is as solid can be. So for me, this is all the things that I could ever want because I'm not a mechanic. So I would have had to pay for any engine issues, anything that needed to be done, I'd have to pay for that. Whereas what the car really desperately needs is some cosmetic love. And as we know, if you've watched this channel before, I can do that all day long. So let's have a look at the paintwork. You can see in the sun there are so many swirls and marks and scratches. Obviously the car is dirty, it is done 400 miles yesterday, so it needs to be washed, but this is the sort of thing that I can do. If you look at all of those like swells and marks, we can polish this, get it looking its best. We can refurb the paint. So he's fixed the brakes and rebuilt the brakes, but he didn't paint them, so we can do that. We can sand those back, paint those up. We've done it on every car I've ever had, so we can definitely tidy up the brakes, might repaint the wheels black. So yeah, in terms of cosmetics, that's what I do. So that is the best result for me. That engineer, detailer, sweet. It's a match made in heaven. One thing I hate about this car is these lights. They've been painted, so we need to try and get that paint off because they look awful, they look dull. I've got the tint spray on. I had them on the BMW, I've got it on the Audi. They look awful. And I also have goodies as well. So I've got the full black trim, but it's damaged. So that I'm thinking about wrapping orange, and then I can put that on the car. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I should wrap the trim orange and whack it on. I've got a big wing, which is quite cool, which I want to get on. And we have that sports exhaust as well, which sounds phenomenal. So I'm gonna grab my stand. We'll do a quick little exhaust sound, and we'll head over to I Like Detailing to get some clay bar because I don't have any, and then we'll head up to the unit and give this a proper wash. So we'll do the decontamination with a traffic film remover, wash that off. We'll do a tar or glue remover, wash that off. We'll clay bar the car, wash that off, shampoo the car, and then when that is done, we'll bring it to the unit and we'll start polishing it. So my plan today is to get the paintwork on this looking perfect, clean, and get the spoiler on. If we can get that done today, and then I've ordered a load of bits to modify the car, which are going to be coming for next week. So next week's video will be modifying the car more. Today we'll get it back to original and looking really nice and shiny, and the paintwork looking perfection. She's going to be a lot of polishing. Normally a quick polish, you're not trying to get every scratch out. On this I am going to try and get every scratch out.
I found a picture we took many years ago, when I said to you we would never grow old. Messages I've saved that I never send, cause I don't know you, but I used to back then. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. Found yourself a way out of this small town. Got a place at school you didn't hang around. Every day you're far away, these streets don't feel the same. Everywhere is painted with your name. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years try to replace you with somebody out there.
If I didn't chase you, would you even care?
And if I lost my mind, would you come around? I will keep you safe and sound after all this time.
So 3 hours later, the whole car's been clay barred, and I'm talking so fast, slow down. So, went out last night, my brain it's not there. So, let's have a look at this. So you can see all of these scratches and swirls, and just look at that, it looks awful. So we've got a lot of work to get done. But as I said, I'm a little bit hungover, so it's gonna be tomorrow. Just look at all of those. Detailer's dream. So every panel is like that, obviously. So when the car dries, it's gonna dry back to a kind of a grey color because it's black, but it looks grey when it dries. You can see where the car's wet, it's like black, and when it dries, it looks grey. We want it to look that deep, glossy black. So I'm gonna go and stick the wing on because I want to do that. And then tomorrow we'll pick this up and get it buffed. Stage 1. Next week we'll start modifying it. So there we go, the wing is on. Let me know in the comments if you like it or if you think I should take it off. Obviously it came with the car, I didn't buy it. Yes guys, I am gassed for today, so this is going to transform the car so much. Let's jump straight in. Let's panel wipe the car down and start buffing and making this glossy, rich, all of that jazz. Let's go.
Get you one more time. I really wanna cross the line. I do it all before I die. I wanna get it on tonight. I wanna get you one more time. I really wanna cross the line. I wanna get you one more time, one more time, one more time, one more time. I want it one more time. I really need to make it right. Energy I overdose, 'cause I'm ready to reload. I need it one more time. catch you one more time. I really wanna cross the line. I do it all before I die. I wanna get it on tonight. I wanna get you one more time. I really wanna cross the line. I wanna get you one more time, one more time, one more time, one more time. Ooh, this time I wanna take it slow. I don't need my phone. I know how to picture in my mind the nights with you. I'm ready to enjoy the ride. I don't wanna die, but I could die in your arms, 'cause I don't need to.
So that took way longer than I wanted it to take. That I started at about 11:30, 12 o'clock. It's now 5:30. So yeah, there's still a few bits I wanted to tidy up, but we've run out of time. Next week's video, we are going to be modifying the car. Let me know in the comments what you guys think we should do. I've already ordered some bits, so we'll crack on with that next week. Also want to find out if it definitely has that 17% smaller pulley and get it on a dyno, see what power it is making. It's quite a quick car, so I want to see what it does make. The lights sorted out, so that's a big load off my mind. Car's currently got some wax on it, just curing. Just the trims, so we've got to sort these wheels, whether we paint them black or keep them silver. Definitely need to repaint the calipers. I've got some Cooper S inserts to swap out, so chrome delete I think is definitely going to happen. But that's for another video. I'm going to leave you with the finished car with some cutaways, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Now you know why I had to go, I had to go. I still love you. I hope you know, I hope you know. Can't deny the truth. We were never meant to be. Sorry I had to leave. Oh, now you know why I had to go, I had to go. I still love you. I hope you know, I hope you know. Can't deny the truth. We were never meant to be. Sorry I had to leave. Oh, yeah.
I found a picture we took many years ago, when I said to you we would never grow old. Messages I've saved that I never sent, 'cause I don't